The United States is weeks away from defaulting on its debt. But could you actually profit off this?
Damn hustling, 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 hustling. Hustling.
Welcome back to The Matrix. You're not just in The Matrix, you are The Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today, we're going to be talking about the debt ceiling, and we're inching closer and closer to defaulting on this for what you might think is the first time, but actually the second time in U.S. history. And we're going to talk about all that and more in this video. But like they said, never let a good crisis go to waste. So when we have these type of crises up and coming, I'm going to tell you guys how you can potentially profit off of it. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, but Treasury Secretary warns U.S. could default on its debt as soon as June. And as of right now, today is May the 15th. So we have about 2 weeks until we get right up to the cusp of that. But this is not actually the first time that this has happened. This has actually happened another time. This happened back in the 1930s. And if you don't know the story, I'm going to tell it to you very briefly. When the United States defaulted on its debt, the thing that it did was confiscated all of the American people's gold. They gave them $20, but it was literally illegal. It was illegal to own gold. I want you guys to think about that. Just sit and ponder on that. It was illegal, according to your government, to own gold back in the 1930s. They confiscated all the American people's gold and gave them $20 per ounce, and then they turned right around and sold it for $35. Now, doesn't sound like a lot, but let's do the math adjusted for inflation. Okay, so they gave the American people $345.11 for their ounces of gold, and they turned it right around and sold it for $603, profiting right off of the American people, profiting right off the working class people. But what in the world is new under the sun? Okay, now the Harvard economics professor, U.S. debt could spark global financial crisis. This would be a big deal, not only for the United States, but for the entire world. But I'm going to tell you guys how you can actually profit off of this. Now, they said the U.S. debt default could make Bitcoin a top 3 asset, survey says. Now, the other two were commodities and precious metals, such as gold and silver. In my opinion, that is the thing that will survive the start over of grand magnitude. It is going to be Bitcoin or crypto, gold, silver, commodities, and land. Start stacking this stuff each and every week. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advice. But it said 8% of professional investors thought that Bitcoin could be the highest performing asset in the case of a bank or a debt default. Now, you got to remember, the whole reason that Bitcoin was created in the first place was because of the great financial crisis. And we're seeing it more and more. As more and more banks collapse, we're going to see Bitcoin become stronger and stronger and more enticing to the average / institutional investor. Because remember, make no mistake about it, kids, there is 21 million Bitcoin. That is it. That is all that there will ever be. And slowly, surely, and exponentially, Bitcoin will catch the inflation of not only the US dollar, not only the euro, not only the yen, the won, the BRICS, all of them. Every single fiat in history has went to zero. There have been 300 fiats since ancient Egypt, and there have been 300 failed fiats since ancient Egypt. So make no mistake about it. In my opinion, start stacking your Satoshis before it's too late. Because eventually, the United States will default on this debt. We're currently sitting at $31.7 trillion in confirmed debt, but it is actually far worse than that, my friends. Far, far worse, because right here at the bottom, U.S. unfunded liabilities. That means things that we have already promised out, but we yet do not have the funding for. $187 trillion. Okay, there is no, we're not paying this back. At no point in time are we going to pay this back. At no point in time is this number going to go down. This is going to keep going up. It is already past $187 trillion, is already far and exceed what we will ever in our lifetimes be able to pay back. If we stop borrowing money today and never borrowed another dollar, we as a country would not be able to pay this off in our lifetime. Okay? So, make no mistake about it. Either now or some point in the future, the United States government will be and is insolvent. They will default, and you will see a skyrocket on Bitcoin, gold, silver, land, and commodities. But that is it for this time. If you made it this far in the video, you are a real one. Comment down debt. Comment down debt, and I will shout you out as a real one. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Share this to a friend. Follow me on Twitter at Gajewski. Follow me on Instagram at YourBoySki. YouTube at YourBoySki. TikTok at YourBoySki. Shout out to all the Patreon members. If you want to become a Patreon member, learn how to trade. Link in my description. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn, hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling.